So it says, we're going to jump down to paragraph 3 on page 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to go back up to paragraph 2. It says, on account of the vastness of the new concept, its vision of love and prosperity, and the pressing need to make it readily available to our membership, it has become urgent that this book be written. So, meaning, they wanted everybody to have this here because you
Mm-hmm.
weren't going to be able to sit down and try to teach each person individually.
Right.
They wanted everybody to have this here. And I mean, not just some of the people, but all of the people. Society, that's why they made it a book. That's why it is in the Library of Congress. That's why this book has an ISBN number.
Right.
Because they wanted everybody to have this book. And the membership and the general public.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we go down to paragraph 3, it says, however, because of the many new and mostly original phrases and terminology. All right. Let's define the word terminology. I have the Webster Dictionary sitting in front of me. I always keep that. And it says the root word of terminology is term.
Term. Mm-hmm.
So it means the term or system or terms used in a specific science. So
Right.
hold on now. In a specific science. So what the leadership is saying then is that the terminology used here is a specific science. So that means growth and development is a science.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that, bro.
Yep.
This is a science. So the terminologies used here, it's going to be used for a specific science. So growth and development is a science.
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
heavy, man. That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, the reader is advised. So what is, if you're being advised about something, we know the root word of advised is advice, right?
Right.
And the synonym for advised is caution or warn. So the
Warn.
membership, the reader, not just the membership, the reader, that means everybody who's reading this book is warned to persist. So what is the word persist? What do that word means?
To continue.
To continue, right?
Mm-hmm.
To refuse to give up when faced with opposition or difficulty. Continue firmly or steadily to keep moving.
Moving.
That's why we have the oath of persistence.
Persistence. Mm-hmm.
To keep moving. They say in his efforts. So what is efforts? What is the definition of effort? In his endeavors.
Endeavors, exactly.
That's his effort. So your endeavor. So now you see all these terms that's being used, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these words that are being used are words and terms and phrases that has already been used that we got started in 1981. We was already getting these words. Righteous endeavors. We was getting these words. We was getting the oath of persistence. We was already receiving these words.
Yep.
Already. So basically what the blueprint is doing is tying up or summarizing the literature.
That's exactly what it's doing.
So
that is exactly what it's doing, because you can't have one without the other.
You can't have one without the other. So we got some guys that say, I am not about growth and development. I am a gangster disciple. So I asked him this here. I said, so do you believe in the blueprint? They say, yeah. So I say, what is the title of the book? They say, the blueprint. I said, nah. I said, that's part of it. I say, the name of the book is From Gangster Disciple
to Growth and Development.
The blueprint to the blueprint, growth and development. So you can't even say that You are a gangster disciple, especially if you was born after 1980 in 1981 or after 1981.
Right.
Because in 1981, that's when the new concept came about.
Yep.
And the new
September
concept,
21st.
that's right. So you can't say you're a gangster disciple. Ain't none of us, if you say that you believe in this organization, that you believe in growth and development, my man.
Yeah. But you
We're
got
not
so
about to
many
now.
out there.
Yes.
You got so many out there that do it. Oh, I'm IGD. Oh, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm like, look, man, that stuff, you know.
Ain't no such thing. It's over with. You can't go back. The good old days are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Did we just read that on page 33?
Yep.
Them good old days is gone, man. That stuff is over with. So, getting back to the studies, it says, the reader is advised to persist in his efforts to gain the utmost understanding of these teachings through study, observation, and application. Hold on. Study, observation, and application.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me ask a question. What is knowledge?
Knowledge is the ability to grow and develop through study, observation, and application.
Whoa. So they was already letting us know what it was before we even get to it, right? Before
Right.
they even break down what knowledge is. So they was already letting us know through these, of these teachings through knowledge, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge. The ability to grow and develop through study, observation, and application. That's why it says, for the reader is advised to persist in his efforts to gain the utmost understanding of these teachings through study, observation, and application. Through knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Through knowledge. Say, the main premise of an organization is people's working, thinking, planning, and struggling together all as in one.
And one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now, all as in one. Not this side, not that side.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Not this people's, not these people. It's me as in one. That is an organization. So if we're not moving as one, then we're not an organization.
Right.
If we are not working, thinking, planning, and struggling as
Mm-hmm.
one, we're not an organization.
Right.
What are we then?
A wild bunch of radicals that can't differentiate between the 60s and the 70s.
You know what I'm saying? So if we stuck back then, that means we ain't nothing but a bunch of gangbangers. And if we don't understand what our organization is about, then that means what? That our membership is in question.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot explain or understand what your organization is about and what you are about and what the organization is standing upon, that means that your membership is in question.
Yep.
So now you want to say, man, how you going to question my membership, bro? You can't question my membership. 5, 6, 7. You can't question my membership. Okay, let me go somewhere. I'm not questioning your membership, brother. It ain't none of me.
Nope. You know, the literature does that for itself.
That's who's doing it, not me.
Yeah, the literature gonna question you because if you're not living, you know, or studying, or you know, or observing or applying these teachings, you know, what are you doing it for? What are you in it for? You know, growth and development is not about gang banging. You know, the literature tells us that. You know,
Exactly.
the literature lets us know, it says that we are not a gang. We are an organization.
Teach.
We are together, all as in one, which in essence is built on the foundation of we. We, all as in one. You know, all that other stuff that people think that we about, they don't understand the teachings. They haven't come into a true into the true essence of what we believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your belief is your creed.
That's right.
You know, and that's what people have to understand. All these words that we use have a definitive meaning. What is your pledge? What is your covenant? A covenant is a solemn agreement. You know, all these things we have to consider when we study the literature.
Right. That's right.
You know, not just one piece of it. We have to line everything up. It's just like in the Bible, it talks about being line upon line, precept upon precept. When we study the black and white and the blueprint, it's the same method.
Okay. Now let's check this out. It says the objective. This is the awareness session objective. It says a group of people organized around the idea of reaching common objectives is called an organization. Without that unity that comes from having a common purpose, that same group of people qualifies as a mob, gang, etc.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is essential that each member realize the objective of the group, know what it is that inspires the need for unity, and what it is that binds them one to the other. Otherwise, their membership becomes questionable. Your membership becomes questionable. Yeah. So now, if we are about the organization, we're supposed to know what the organization is about. Yeah. We should know what we're standing for and what we are standing against.
Teach.
You know, because if you don't know what you're standing for and you don't know what you're standing against, then how can you actually say that you are a part of the organization?